Hello fellow traders, this is Marcos Maria speaking, and in my one-on-ones, students keep asking me why it is so important to understand CHoCHs, because students struggle in fact with seeing CHoCHs, and that's why I concentrate on learning them, spending a lot of time for this one only, so that my students train their eyes to be able to spot CHoCHs when they're happening. And that's why I force them also to do quite a lot of backtesting. And we talk about those backtestings and hindsight markings. And we concentrate in the beginning only on areas where CHoCHs have been successful for an obvious reason. And then we check what happened in these areas. But I also thought about how can I show you how important it is to understand the concept of CHoCHs or reversals. I'm not explaining here what a CHoCH is again, because we had some explanations on our pages and you can look them up there. But for this time, I try just to see if I trade CHoCHs alone, let's say CHoCH Trading quick and dirty, how would I be able to pass an FTMO challenge, and how long would it take me? How many trades do I have to take? And if we have, I just took the 2nd of January, so when the markets opened again, that's actually time when professional traders would not decide to trade. But just for the sake of this example, I want to have a look how long would it take. I'm taking 1% risk, which is quite high, but for this let's say backtesting session, it's completely okay for me. I will also not take break evens. I will show you where we could take break evens, but we just lose 1%. We have 5 tries and then we have to at least have our first gain, otherwise we are out of the game. And at least for the prop firms, and already on the last day, let's say the 31st of December, you can see 2 CHoCHs happened. One is a real textbook CHoCH, if you can spot it. If not, for the moment, it's not important. You just have a look what they would look like and how to spot them. And I'm only trading the M15 time frame. I don't have a look on higher time frames, confirmations, and I don't care about the bias we're in, about the weak highs, weak lows, or strong highs, weak lows. I just trade the CHoCH as it appears. And maybe we don't pass the challenge, I don't know yet. We will just see. And again, I just want to say up front, it's not a good time to trade when the market reopens at the 2nd of January. But for the sake of this example, we will see. And I think over at least the first 2 weeks, we should be able to pass the prop firm challenge. So let's start. Unfortunately, we couldn't take this 2, and this one already happened, so I'm not interested in this one anymore. We just have a look what the price does, how it moves, and if the CHoCHs appear, we will trade them. So this was close, at least to my definition. Alright, so this is a clear CHoCH. So we set up for a buy limit. So we have 5 tries, we'll see. And again, I'm not taking 1 to 5, so anything that's not according to my trading plan, that's not what I trade. But in this case, what I do is, when the CHoCH appears, I'm having a look for the next imbalances. In this case, I target those imbalances here, which is enough for me at the moment. I don't even see what it is. Cannot spot the risk reward ratio for the moment, but anyways, I will just trade it. And let's see what price does. And see, with the next candle, we are already tagged in. And you have to be fast for some CHoCHs, for some situations like this, as the CHoCH appears, and this happens very often on every time frame, it's mitigated already with the next candle. So for the moment, we are in the positives. Of course, price can do whatever it wants to do. It probably took liquidity here. No, it created liquidity, which is good for us. But we don't go into too much details. We don't overcomplicate things. We just trade further. Oh, it came back. Maybe we're taken out. No, it went up again. This time, if you are unsure, you could already break even. I wouldn't. You could break even now at this point. For these examples, we don't do break evens. So we would have been tagged out again. Again, this was close, engineering liquidity here. Okay, another one. So price is diddling around. So we have our first win. We are up for 4%, which is quite nice. Because this means we can have 4 losses now. We don't have to be too nervous. Right, see, the next shock happened. We just traded, don't think about it. However, it might be a good position anyways, but sell limit. This one, we target the liquidity here. And if it takes out liquidity, it should go lower, but well, don't be greedy. This candle is a little bit big, so I don't take the candle low. Hopefully we are tagged in, and anyways, we will see. Again, don't overcomplicate things. See, we're already tagged in, was close, good for us. The profits, now it doesn't look too good. Let's see what it happens. We're out again. Same situation as we had here. Price is diddling around. You could break even now if you have hard feelings, but we shouldn't do that anyways. See what price does. Oh, that's good. All right, so the next one, good. You can see liquidity has been taken out. Yeah, we could have targeted lower lows, but again, we don't want to be greedy. Second trade. So we continue. Oh, nice. Having a look on what's happening. Is there another CHoCH? Okay, CHoCH happened. Now we trade with good feelings. If we lose 1%, we don't care. In this situation at least. So we have a buy limit. And what I target would be, there's a big zone of imbalance. And actually it's 2 zones. I take the lower one, and I'm well aware that price could reach up again. But again, it's not about being greedy, it's about getting some profits at this point of view. And I'm aware that this is a supply zone, which might be, which price might actually consider. I don't have the word at the moment. Respect. That's what I was looking for. Price might respect that. So, anyways, that's a good risk-reward ratio. I would be happy. Let's see what price does. Price moves away. That's what we want to see. Price is diddling around, creating a very small CHoCH. I'm not interested in those small things here. All right. Hoping for price coming back. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's good because it's not a lost trade. It's just a missed trade, and as long as we don't lose anything, we don't care. Anyways, we have another CHoCH to the upside, a small one. I'm not interested at the moment. Seems that price moves without us, but again, no hard feelings. Oh, see, now we have another CHoCH created. This is a kind of hedge situation. And as we know, with CHoCH sometimes you have to be fast. As soon as the CHoCH is created, we want to jump in. Well, let's say probably not jump in because we want to have a better risk reward. So we hope for a mitigation. Price moves away. Oh, price moves away. Good, maybe same situation as we had with the other one. That was close. Probably we missed it. This was close again. Alright, so this one worked out. It mitigated the CHoCH. We move forward. Let's see what price does. Oh, good for us. And as you can see now, we are already at 12%. So challenge passed. It's only 1 day, 1.5 days. Of course, how realistic is it? I don't know. This one, yes. You wouldn't sit here, and as Kyle also says, you wouldn't sit here the whole day, and this is kind of Kyle's style. But only on the 15M instead of the 1 minute or seconds. But it shows how strong CHoCHs are, and I'm surprised myself. Everything is actually passed at the moment. The only problem we have now, we are tagged in this one as well, and we have to see how this works out. And to be realistic, let's see how price moves. Well, if you want to, you could close now and you would be at 14%. But for the sake of this example, we will have a look what price does. Oh, nice, respected, but didn't break the high. Oh, now we are taken out. So this happens. We'll still have passed the challenge. Now let's have a look if we get one other fast CHoCH where we might be interested in. Yeah, indeed, another new CHoCH. That will be the last one we trade. The buy limit. If it's a win, we are happy. If it's a lose, well, maybe we have to continue then because we did the wrong decisions. I will only target this area, although I know that's engineered liquidity and there's imbalance. But again, it's not about greedy, it's about making profits. So let's see what price does. And again, fast down, mitigating, tagging us in. Price moves away. This is what we want to see. Break even chance, we don't break even. And that's it. So we're at 14% again. We mitigated our loss, so to speak. And I'm actually quite surprised how fast this went, although it was start of the year. And well, if you look back in kind of hindsight what happened and you know what sessions are, and we will talk about sessions by tonight not in real details, but just that you get a clue, then you would realize what happened here, because price tends to return or reverse in sessions. And that's what it did here several times successfully, and especially on M15 this works quite nice. But if you consider sessions, it would be probably more obvious for you. The question is just if you can sit in front of the charts all the time just to wait for a CHoCH. But one thing I also want to add is if you would have considered this CHoCHs happening here and this one here, you would be even up, let's say 20%, 25% maybe. So that's how powerful CHoCHs could be. And I don't want to provide you the wrong picture. I don't know what would be happening in the following days. If there is a consolidation on M15, you might have, I don't know, 2 to 5 losers as well. But if you have a 5% gain and the five losers in a row, you can make it back quite fast, as this example just shows to you. So I hope this CHoCH trading quick and dirty was a little bit helpful for you. I will upload it and we will see and speak us later.